Once again, welcome to our online class, students. And here is our next part of the book 3, that is 3A, and of MEG4. And here we can learn more about English phonetics and phonology. Okay, so we have reached, actually, for book 3, we have got two books, that is book 3 and book 3A. Okay, that's how there will be 10 books for you. Because if you're looking at the numbering, you can find the last book will be having number 9, but in the part of 3 you can find 3 and 3A, two books are there. Okay, so we are dealing it separately. And here we can find that, so from book 3 we have learned what phonetics is, what phonology is, and we have seen different what are phonemes, and the phonology of English. And we know now many different phonemes, like that is we have learned the speech articulation, and also we have learned all the mechanisms, how the prediction is being happening, and what are the organs which are taking part in the prediction. And also we know that many sounds are there which are being in English, that are phonemes, called phonemes, and we have learned allophones. Then we know that what are the different types of different categories of English sounds, and we have just divided into vowels and consonants, and we know what are vowels and what are consonants. And we have again learned different type of sounds. We have learned voiced and voiceless sounds. So likewise, we have gone through a lot of things. And then in the end of that book, we have seen the description and the classification of consonant sounds, and we have finished it. Okay, now the leftover thing is all about vowels. Okay, and so this particular text is starting from the vowel sounds, which we have learned earlier a little bit about what vowels are. And this vowel is being categorized as we have seen consonants in the last book. And let us see how we are going to learn vowels. Okay, and while we are talking about articulation and all, and part of articulation and all, we have seen the cardinal vowel diagram, which I have shared you yesterday, and shown it through the screen, and you have seen it, isn't it? So now we know that the upper part of the upper line of the diagram, it shows the roof of our mouth. Then the lower line shows the tongue, and the height, that the gap is the difference between the gap, that is the height. Then how far the tongue is being raised, that is being concerned about, all about the that is the cardinal vowel system. So by seeing this cardinal vowel system, we have understood that different vowels are being placed in different places. So the place of articulation of different vowels are at different points, isn't it? But we haven't seen which are the phonemes, and which are the vowel sounds, and what are their symbols, phonetic symbols, and how they are produced and all. So let us see about it. And again, we have seen, we have categorized monophthongs and diphthongs. Don't forget it. Monophthongs means there will be only a single vowel. Okay, and diphthong means two vowels will be there which comes together, okay, in a single place itself. And when it starts with a vowel at that particular sound, a single sound itself, it starts with a vowel. And one second. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Actually, in between, my connectivity was lost. I'm really sorry. Okay. I'm sorry for the interruption. So let's get back once more. So we were talking about I think, yeah, diphthongs and monophthongs and diphthongs. Okay. So, yeah, as I told you, monophthongs. Monophthongs are those sounds in which we can see only a single vowel sound. Okay, it's very simple to understand. And if you are talking about diphthong, we can see that in diphthong we can find two vowel sounds. These two vowel sounds are put together. Actually, it starts from one vowel sound and the single sound itself is ending in another vowel sound. So here we can find that a sound has been started and it is initiated and this particular sound is being glided to the another sound and then we are just stopping that sound. Okay, so that's why it has been called as diphthong. That is two of a sound with two vowels. Okay, and here we can see with examples. When we come to the example, it will be very easy for you to understand. Okay, now now let us see the unit 5, that is the vowels of English, and there in page number 3 of your book 3A. And there you can find a bracket, that is RP. See, we have seen what RP is in the first session. I have told you about RP, the standardization of our English language and all. And there we have seen, isn't it? That is, English language was standardized from a dialect. They selected a dialect, that is that we talked about Norman conquest, and after Norman conquest, we could find that in our in the country of England, that is French was its official language and all. Then after 100 years of war, then they could retake their own country and they found it necessary to check out their own rules and regulations and also their own language of their own and standardize it. And for this purpose, actually, the language dialect from the central portion of England, that is, and a wider area, that is of the dialect which was talked in that area, the area where London city was there, Oxford and Cambridge comes. Okay, so that area, the central portion of England. Okay, and that in that area, the people were talking the East Midland dialect of English, and this particular dialect was selected and was standardized by undergoing a lot of process that we have seen in very detailed manner. We have seen in our books, and further we'll look at in the last session. In the coming sessions, we'll be sticking on it in a very detailed manner. Okay, so and that standardized form. Okay, the standardized form of English, which has undergone standardization and accepted by the country as the standard form of English and pronunciate. And while doing that, they have fixed the many rules and regulations of grammar, phonetics, and everything, lexical and every rules. And in that, this RP, that is received pronunciation, was the standardized pronunciation, which was followed by the phonetics. Okay, so that is all about RP. It's an abbreviation of received pronunciation. Okay. So here what we have to understand is that we are learning the English pronunciation according to the standard pronunciation, that is the RP, which is being standardized at that time. Okay, so And see, in the last class, last session, we have seen the cardinal vowel diagram, and I have explained how to look at it. And we have seen the front portion, center, and back. And also, we have seen if you are talking about the height, we have seen that if it is the tongue is lying in the down with in a resting manner, it is the fully open. Then comes half open, then comes half closed, then comes closed, completely closed. Okay, so now let us see in page number 4, you can find the phonetic symbols for vowels. Okay, here actually first we can find 12 monophthongs. Okay, 12 monophthongs and 8 diphthongs. So altogether 20 vowel sounds are there which we have to learn in English. Okay, and see, while we are looking at the cardinal vowel diagram, you can find that 12 positions of the vowel sounds, which are that the position where the place from where that particular sound is being produced. Okay, and as I told you, diphthong, actually diphthong, what is happening in from a particular position, it is gliding to another position, and thus it is forming diphthong. So that is how you have to look at the cardinal vowel diagram. Okay, now let's see the vowel sounds in page number 4. I'll just read out. See, here what you have to be conscious is that while we are learning consonant sounds, we had a lot of vowels, we had a lot of symbols which were repeated figures of our letters, okay, of our alphabetic letters, that is the small letters of alphabet. But here in vowels, most of them are new one. Okay, so you have to learn it by just taking a book and pen and write it and practice it and internalize the particular sounds, okay, the particular symbols of a particular sound. So it is a thing which you have to practice, just like mathematics and all. So without a pen and book you can't learn this. So never think that, see, I'm learning English, so I don't need a book and pen to work out and all. But this is the area where you have to do it. You have to work out. It is compulsory that you have to write these symbols. See, I know that many of you might have learned it from your degree classes and all. See, here in Calicut University and all, in degree classes, you have got phonetics, okay, everywhere. And say English is a compulsory language which you have to learn, and you have learned phonetics in a general English also. So and you had learned each symbols once, so it's quite simple for you to recollect it. But I'm concerned about the confusions which you may have while you are recollecting the symbols once again, because you have to make a gap in between. So just go through it, okay? Go through it in a deeper way and fix your each and every symbols of vowels in your mind by writing and writing and writing. So through continuous writing and practice, take a word and just transcribe it and just look, see whether you have done it right with by consulting a dictionary. Any dictionary will do. See, it may be, if it is Oxford Dictionary or Cambridge, that's well and good. See, or Learner's Dictionary is there, Longman is there. So go for good dictionaries and just check it out that whether you have done it in a good manner. Okay, then okay. Now, let me read out each symbol so that you can recollect the symbols. The first one is E. See, just notice that two dots. Okay, just like we put the column in our punctuation. So that two dots denotes that you have to prolong the sound. Okay, not E, it is E. Okay, then comes E. So for E, example is eat. Okay, read, tea. Okay, you have to prolong it. Then comes E. Then it, okay, pit, pretty. Okay, so there I'm not prolonging the E sound. It, pit, pretty. Pretty the final word, okay, not pretty last after T, pretty. Then a, a. Okay, end, bend, isn't it? Then it won't come in the end, okay? So never write this simple in the end of any of the words, okay? Then comes a, apple. See, in order to, that's a, just note that symbol, okay? It's a, see, it's a collaboration of A and E. So you can see that, then your pronunciation is of apple. Apple, you know, everybody is pronouncing it in a good way. Apple, okay? Or is it apple hotel? Then it will be wrong, okay? It is apple. So that that's the sound, okay? And the first one comes, for example, add, then glad, okay? And it won't come in the end. So never write this simple at any the end of any of the words in English, okay? So these are the tips which you have to take in mind while transcribing. You can just avoid these two words and such symbols in the end of the words whenever you get confused with the symbols of vowels, okay? Then comes ah. As I told you here again that two dots are coming. So that is ah sound, and so as the dots are there, you have to prolong it. Okay, it is ah. Okay, and there you can use ask. Okay, task, star. No pronunciation of r is coming, so it is star. Okay, R is silent there. That's why you can just prolong it and say star. Okay, then comes O. O. That is O. Actually, it is O. You can write O, or you can put the symbol like this, O for O. And it is odd, caught, and it won't come in the end. Okay, then comes the prolonging of O, and but say that you are not putting the round completely, okay? A half circle is been drawn, okay, and the left part of the heart, the circle is been left there, okay, without touching. So not the right side, okay, it is the left side which has been left there. So you have to start it from the left and row it through the right and come to the left, and don't join it, okay? So that, and put two dots, that is the O. Okay, so there you can find the first initial stage, ought, then second caught, then third paw. Okay, then comes, yeah, ooh is there. Actually, there is, you can just write it as ooh, the second next one. So mostly we are not counting it as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Yeah, it is ooh. Ooh. Okay, I think some printing mistake is there. It is ooh. Without prolonging, it is ooh. Ooh. Not o. Ooh. Okay. Then say ooh. Wool. Not wool. We always talk it is wool. It is wool. Okay. Wool. Then comes ooh. Prolonging. Two dots are there. Like ooze. Then rude. Then blue. Okay. Then comes a hum-like thing, that is up. Just like that hum, you have to pronounce up. That is up, scrub. Okay, so don't forget that sound. Whenever it comes like this, a hum-like thing, you have to just jump your sound like up, scrub. It won't come in the last portion. Okay, then comes there you are putting a 3, an inverted 3, okay, and two dots are coming. There you can find like earth, then learn, then stir. Okay, stare, stare. Okay, then comes a, that is about. Polite. It is not polite. It is polite. Okay, it is a, not po. It is not po. It is polite. Okay, you have to spread your lips like polite, not polite. You should not make it round. Okay, then color. Color, the end. See, this particular word, symbol is being used at most of the words. It is ending with this particular symbol, and wherever it comes, R is coming in the end, you can just put this, okay? Like we are using, that is color, okay, color, then power, we are just ending it without pronouncing R in a proper way. We are just ending it as For there, we can use this sound. This is the sound which comes, okay? So now we have seen 12 sounds, and now let us shift to diphthongs, okay? That is, as I told you, the gliding sounds. It starts from one vowel sound and it glides to another. And here it is A coming. A. First one is A. Simple. See, all the letters, there is no new letters which you can find. New symbols you can find, that of monophthongs. Actually, these are the mixture of monophthongs. So you can find the monophthongs have been mixed here. So symbols will be the repeated symbol, and it will be easy for you. But see, you have to start from one sound and you have to end with the other sound. That's all. See, A. Look, A. Aim, grade, grade, okay, in the center. Then last, stay, okay, S-T-A-Y, stay. Then comes I, okay, I'll. First one is I'll, then bright, fly, okay, end is fly. Then next sound is oil. Easy. See, as you have learned monophthongs, it's easy to learn diphthongs. Oil. Then it is oil, spoil, toy. Okay. Then ow. Ow. Okay. Ow. There you can find out comes in this initial stage, out. Then center, doubt, and end, dear. Okay. Then, now, dear is another thing, now, ow, okay. Then ear, beard, now, sorry, I'm confusing, dear, ear we are calling, okay, dear, ear. Then comes air, dare, dared, okay. Then care, okay, air. See, in dear it is ear, dear, okay, and care is it air coming. Anyway, is coming at the end. I told you, in both of them is coming, and the next also oa. In these three, the is coming in the end. Okay, let's see. First, the initial is not there for oa. Then purify. Okay, purify. Okay, then sure. See, wow. So, likewise, so we have seen 8 diphthongs and 12 monophthongs, and now we have learned different, say, all the vowel symbols. And see, it's not enough, you have to practice it and internalize the sounds and symbols, okay? And we'll try to learn at least 2 or 3 examples for each sounds, okay? Because that should be the correct example with the correct pronunciation. Because whenever you write answer for this particular area, you have to write. It's a compulsory that you have to show the examples for each sounds. Then only it will be conveyed in a proper way. See, when we are taking, we are learning. When we are looking at these examples and understanding. So likewise, when you are making others also convince the things, that is through your examination, you have to illustrate it through examples, and wherever the diagrams are coming, graphs are coming, and pictures are coming. All these things you have to use there to convince or to see that, yeah, this guy knows it. And to, you are convincing that, yeah, you have learned it and you know it, and so you want the marks. Okay. So that's the way how you have to approach the examination. So never ignore the examples and also the diagrams or the pictures which comes in between. So never neglect it. So whenever at the time of learning itself, just take a pen and paper and draw it and just learn it. Okay. And you should never forget to mark the things. Okay. Labeling is very important for the diagram, and under the diagram you have to name the diagram also, what diagram it is. Okay. Just drawing the diagram and leaving it won't do the job. Okay. So you have to see, you have to label it, draw it neatly, label it, and also write the caption that of which thing you are, what is this which you have drawn. And also the labeling should be done in a neat manner. If possible, do it for to one side alone. Okay. See, labeling to all the four sides won't look good. So if it is comfort, you practice in such way itself. Okay, that will make the that is the examiner to give you marks. So because you are just giving him comfort to evaluate you. Okay, so always mark the label to one side itself, and wherever needed, underline your answers. Okay. Put captions and all, underline your answers and write examples. Okay. So that's how you have to do it. Now next is yeah, here we can see that the pure vowel sounds. So which are the pure vowel sounds? So pure vowel sounds means it's another name for the monophthongs. Okay, never get confused. Monophthongs has got two name, that is pure vowel sound and or monophthongs, because it has got only one sound. The other one is not unpure. Okay, it is diphthongs or gliding sounds. Okay, gliding vowels. Okay, these are the two names for it. Now, now look at the cardinal vowel sound. It is given here in page number 5 onwards. A detailed description of vowels of RP are being given. See, first they are dealing with 12 monophthongs. There is 4 are at the front. See, just see the cardinal vowel diagram. Yesterday I have shown it. 4 are in the front of the, see diagram. So we can say that there are 4 friend vowels. Okay. Then 5 are coming in the back. So those sounds we can say that 5 back vowels are there. Okay. And 3 are coming in the middle. And so we can call those 3 sounds as central vowels. Okay. So 3 types of vowels we have got. See, now we have categorized the 12 vowel monophthongs into 3 categories, that is front, back and center. So all about the, which we know what are the front, center and back. Okay. So no need of repeating it. See, I am repeating it many times because you should not get confused with all these things. Okay. So let us see the front vowels first. Okay, we'll learn in such a way itself so that it will be easy for you to recollect and also to understand. So front vowels means the articulation of those vowels are happening in the front portion of our mouth, that is of our oral cavity, and the front portion of the tongue is taking part in the articulation, and the front portion of the roof of our oral cavity is taking part in the articulation. So it comes in between this front portion, that okay, front of the tongue and front of the roof. Okay. Now let's see. Now the difference which it makes, the 4 sounds makes, is of the height. Okay, so all the 4 are coming the front portion. Now the difference will be the height. Okay. Let's see what's the difference. First one is E. E. It comes in the upper portion. E. Yeah, it's here in page number 6. E. There you can find that it is a long vowel and it is a front, close, unrounded vowel. See, it has been called close because we are lifting the tongue to the highest position, maximum highest position, because we are not touching the roof as it is a vowel. If you are touching, it becomes a consonant, okay, because we are blocking this air column, okay. So we are just raising to a maximum position for to which a vowel could be raised. Articulation of at the time of articulation, if a vowel could be done. So also it is called as close. Okay, e. Okay, and it is unrounded vowel. See, unrounded, that means we are not rounding our lips. Okay. So now we are mentioning why we are labeling. Just note, first we are mentioning about the portion, that is front, back, or front, central, or back, that is the portion. Then height, okay, that is close. It means it is the highest position. We are lifting the tongue. Then we are mentioning about the lips. Okay, position of the lips. So that's how it comes. Front, close, unrounded vowel is E. That's a position for E alone. Okay. Then comes E. E is E is called a centralized front. Again, centralized front. It is just slided to the center and in between that. Okay, centralized front. Then half close. See, we know where is half close. Okay, just below the close. So the tongue is raised to just below the close position. That is half close and unrounded vowel. Again, the lips are unrounded. Okay, so this is the only position for our E. So what do you mean by centralized front? Centralized front means it's nothing but it's the rear part of the front of the tongue. Okay, if it is the complete front alone, it is taking part and we can call front. Okay, and in the case of E, it is happening, but E, the just it is coming in the middle of the front and the center of the tongue. Okay, now many examples are there. See, I'm not reading out the example. We don't have enough time to read the example. So it's your job to drill it. Okay, and if and all any doubts are there, you can come in the next session with the doubts. Okay, then comes A. Okay, A. A, there you can name A as front. You see, we are discussing on front alone and we have 4 sounds. Okay, so it comes as front. Front, unrounded vowel. See, front, half close and half open and unrounded. Okay, so what is that? Half close and half open means it comes in between of that. Okay, half open and half close and half open. So we know that close, then half close, then comes half open. So it comes in between of these two. Half close and half open. In between of those two, the tongue is being raised and fixed there, and it is articulating this particular sound. And see, it is in the front portion and the lips are unrounded. Again, that is A. You are not rounding your lips. Then comes A. A. There you can find that, as I told you, cat, apple. Okay. Front, again front, unrounded. Okay. Then comes half open and open. In between half open and open, that is half open, then open means completely open one. Okay, the tongue will be resting in the down. So it comes in between open and half open. Okay, so that's the position of A. Okay, hope it's clear for you. Now, never ignore these examples. Okay. Next is, so we have seen 4 vowel sounds, front vowel sounds. Now we are shifting to back vowel sounds. So here we know that back means the back portion of the tongue is being lifted. Okay, the back portion is being lifted to the soft palate. Okay, the back portion of tongue can only lift to the soft palate. Okay, you can't lift the back portion of your tongue to the front of the palate, or to the center of the palate also. Okay, so it's come to the back of the towards the back portion of the palate, that is the soft palate, or we can say that it is the back. Okay, back portion. Now let us see, the sound is ah, ah. There your back portion of your tongue is being lifted and back open. See, unrounded. Open means completely your ah. Just see where your tongue is. It is lying in the resting stage of. So you can say that it is open. Okay. So and it is the articulation. It is at the back part of the tongue, and your lips is unrounded. Ah. Okay. Then comes oh, oh. Oh, also the back portion of your tongue is being taking part there. That's the position. And here we can find that the back round. Oh, oh, you are rounding your lips here, isn't it? Oh, so you can say that it is oh. You're rounding, so you can say it's rounded. So far we have seen unrounded. Here we are gonna get a rounded vowel. Okay, oh. And the position is open again. Say oh, your tongue is lying in the resting stage itself. Oh, so what you have done is, the only difference is that here the difference between ah and oh is that you are rounding your lips. Okay, so the lips is also very important thing which makes a difference in the sound articulation. Okay, so it is oh. Now let's see the next one, that is only four are there, sorry, five are there which that is in back vowels, which we can look at. Now comes O. O, you are prolonging it, and here it is back again, rounded again, and vowel comes in between, half open and half closed. Oh, a little bit your back side is being lifted to a, from the open position to a, like this. That is oh. You are, when you are pronouncing, it comes in between, the height comes in between the half open and open. Sorry, half open and half close. Okay, half open and half close. A little bit it is being raised. Now next one is oo. Oo. O has got a centralized back. Okay, as we have talked in the case of that is front vowel sound, we have found a centralized front vowel as we were talking in the case of E. Likewise we can find for O, that is, it is the centralized back, not front. Okay, centralized back, and the lips are O. Oo, it is oo, so it is rounded. Then vowel just above half close. Okay, so close, half close, and just above it. You can say that it's half close, but it's not in half close, it's just above the half close. That's the position of O. Okay, now let's see the next. That is oo. Oo, again it is rounded, back, close, okay, rounded. For oo, you are lifting, just like you are lifting your E. For your E, you are lifting your tongue to the close position in the front part of the tongue. And here in the case of oo, you are lifting maximum your back position to the close height. Okay, so here you can find a back, close, rounded vowel. Okay, then comes so altogether we have finished the back vowels. Now comes the central vowels, and in the central vowels there are only three, as I told earlier. There three are there which is coming in the central part, and the first one is central vowel. One is as I told you, the hum. Okay. And what is it? It's this position is central. As I told you, it is in the central, so it is central, unrounded up. Again, unrounded vowel, and the position of height of the tongue comes between open and half open. Okay, open means in the resting stage and half open, and so in between that. Okay, so only a little is being lifted there by the tongue. Okay, so that is up. Then comes early. Okay. So there you are again getting a central sound, vowel sound of a central unrounded. Okay. Your lips are unrounded vowel, and the height is between half close and half open. Okay. Half close and half open. Next is no, sorry, as I told you, when R, a letter with so a word with letter R is being there, that is a letter ending with R is being asked to transcribe, then you can write this letter in the end, or this phonetic symbol in the end, and its name is central. As I told you, it's central, unrounded, short vowel, because it is uh. Okay, so here it's over. Now all the 12 vowels we have categorized and we have seen. So while we are going through, we have divided into front, back and central, so that it will be easy for you to learn and to recollect the things for the position. All the 12 are there. So to recollect the position, it will be convenient to categorize and learn. Okay, so learn in this way itself while you are drilling. Okay, and again I'm telling that drill the examples which are given here. Okay, now next is diphthongs. What I meant, I told you diphthongs, it is the gliding vowel sound, so we can get two vowel sounds here, and let's see that. And I have told you that is there are 8 diphthongs. Again we are you see, of the 8 diphthongs, we can categorize it into 3. Okay, how? That is, in the 3, the tongue glided towards, see, E. Okay, the tongue glided towards E, the sound E. So glided towards means actually the sound will be starting at any of the sound, and then it will be gliding to E. E sound. Then the second type is the sound glided towards oo sound. Okay. Then third category is the sound glided towards a. So I told you that diphthongs are the sounds in which you can find 2 vowels, and first it will be initiating from a vowel and it will be gliding to the next vowel. So as it glides, see, it is ending in a particular vowel. Okay, so the first category means it is ending to the such words have been ending to the sound E. Okay, and the gliding is towards E. Then in the second category, you can find the gliding is towards U, and the third one, the gliding is towards A. Simple. Okay, now let us see the first category. There comes C, A, I, O. See, in all these 3, you can see the last one coming is E. Okay, so now you know what is A. And in A, it starts from the position of A and it ends in the position of E. So what is happening is that in the starting, you are lifting your tongue to the position of A. Then you are raising to the position of E. Okay, that's why you can find an arrow of raising arrow therefore in the central cardinal diagram. So here you can find an arrow is being put towards up. Okay, that is A. Then comes I. Okay, I, not E. Okay, I. So we have told that the E position is the centralized front. Okay, so that's why it is going to a little bit of the center of So almost to the center portion, but it's not coming to the center. So that's the particular position. Okay, you can find it here in the diagram in page number 12. So all this I and oi, actually it is starting from A, is starting from the position of A, then coming to E. Then it is starting from the, that is open position, and it is raised to the position of E. Then O also from back open, it is coming to the position of E. Then tongue is been brought to the E. So that is the gliding. Okay. So A, then I and oi. It's easy. Now the examples are given there. You can drill it. Okay. Now next is closing diphthongs. So all this, yeah. Okay. Now let us see the which ends in the a I oi. Okay, I a oi. Okay, a I oi. Now let us see the ow. That is the which ends in the u. As we have seen the gliding sounds which ends with u, and there you can find the first one o. O. Okay, o. That is below. Below, oh, okay, so it's starting from a, then ending to o. Okay, o. Then next one is ow, ow. Then that is, it is starting from a and it is ending to o. That is ow. Okay. Then comes that is ow, o, and ow. Okay. So these are the two sounds. Two sounds are only coming which ends in the o. Okay, that is o and ow. Okay, and you can see the in the cardinal position how it is ending. Here in page number 14 you can find, see, for o, o is in the central portion and it is going to the back of o. Okay, raised to the back of o. Then ow, it is coming in the low bottom and it is raised to the o position. Okay. Now comes ear. Ear. So in ear it is starting from e and ending the a. So all the things are ending a. The a position we are finding. So ear and air and ua, three are there. Okay, ear, in ear it starts from e and glides to a. Then for it starts from and ends in a and air. Then comes ua, it starts from u and then ends in a. So these are the diphthongs. See, we have gone through everything. See, it may be confusing for some of you. Actually, it's very easy. So break all your prejudice and just attend the things in a very with a confident manner, and just take a paper and pen as I have told you, then write the examples and work out, then try to pronounce it, drill it. Okay, and continuous practice will give you good support for internalizing this portion of your language learning. Okay. This much we have to learn about the diphthongs and vowels. So we have learned the 12 vowel sounds and 8 diphthong sounds, and of the 12 we have seen which are the positions where it comes in the cardinal vowel figure, and what are the positions and how the naming is being done. First you have to say the part of the articulation, then the height of the articulation, and also then you will be talking about the that is the rounding or the spreaded, how rounded or unrounded your lips are going. So these are the way how you have to name a particular vowel, and you have to understand the particular position of articulation of a particular vowel. And when it comes to diphthong, you can find that, see, it starts from a particular position and it is gliding to another position. So the tongue is being glided from one position to another one. So that's why we are calling it as gliding vowel, or we can call it as diphthong. And never forget that monophthong is also called as pure vowels, and diphthongs are also called as gliding vowels. Okay, never forget it. Okay, sometimes the questions will be asked as pure vowels, so never get confused. It's nothing but monophthongs. Okay, and if it has been asked as glided vowel or gliding vowels, it's nothing but diphthongs. It's easy to understand because gliding shows that name itself, but when the question comes as pure vowels, then many of the students are getting confused what this pure vowel is. So never forget it. Okay, so this is all about the vowel sounds and its articulation. Now let us come to the next lesson, that is word accent, stress and rhythm. Okay, so far we were learning about, see, we have started right from our second session onwards. We know that we are concentrating on the sounds, okay, vowel sounds. And as I have told you, that is the simplest unit and all. Now we are just switching on to another part of the word learning, that is accenting, stress and rhythm. Okay, these three are different, so let us see what are the difference between these three and what the three terms are all about. Okay, so I talked about dividing, isn't it? In between, we learned about syllables in the book 3. So we talked about dividing a little bit. So I didn't go through it in a deeper manner there because I know that it's coming for you in the next session in a deeper way. So here we can see that, see, dividing a word into syllables are coming here in page number 22. And it's very important thing that whenever you are transcribing, actually you have to divide it into syllable. Take a word and see, before dividing into syllable, the first step which you have to do is that take a word and transcribe it. Now you know the phonemes, again, both the consonants and 24 consonants and 12 vowels and 8 diphthongs we have learned. So every sound of English language has came in all these things. See, so now you are in a position to transcribe any word which comes in English. Okay, so when a word is being given to you, first thing which you have to do is that you have to transcribe that word. Okay, transcribe it to the phonemes or phonetic symbols. And while transcribing, so you have to put this transcription into slashes, okay, 2 slashes like this, okay, and this slashes, what you see, like the slashes you have to put, and this slashes shows that it's a word which you are talking about, okay, and inside the 2 slashes you have to divide the words into syllables. Okay, so first you have transcribed to the phonetic symbols, then you have to divide it into syllables. So as I told you, see, what is a syllable? It is a simplest form of the bit of a word which you can utter properly in a proper manner. Okay, so in order to utter in a proper manner, we know that there should be a vowel in that. Okay, so and we have seen that the vowel in a syllable is known as the nucleus of that syllable. The vowel in a syllable is known as nucleus of a syllable because it's the nucleus of the syllable which is helping you to pronounce that particular syllable. Okay, so syllable is the simplest breakage of or a broken portion of a word which you are breaking, okay, into possible simplest form, and see that single one is known as syllable, and each syllable will carry at least one See, one vowel sound should be there for each syllable as a vowel, as a nucleus, and see, uh, so that's how you are dividing, okay? And while you are separating these bits of syllables in between the slashes, you have to put a hyphen in between, okay? So the syllables are being separated by using hyphens, okay? So each syllable you are writing should be arranged in the same arrangement of the word, the pronunciation of word, okay? And it should not be shuffled, and it should be written in a proper in that order itself, and it have to be separated by a hyphen, and each syllable should have a at least a vowel. Now another thing, a tip which I could give you is that, see, it's easy to divide by looking at the, after you transcribe a particular word, look at the vowel sounds there. Count the vowel sounds, and if you can find a 4 vowel sounds, then it's sure that you can divide that particular word into 4 syllables. Okay, because you can just make a vowel sound there as a nucleus of that syllable, and those consonant sounds which comes together with that to utter it in the simplest way, then that is known as that, such vowels, sorry, consonants will be carried with that syllable. Okay, so now it's easy for you. What you have to do is that first you have to transcribe the word, then count the vowels and divide it according to that number of the vowels, so you will get the syllables there. Okay, so that's the easy way how to put two syllables. And so now you have divided the whole thing. This is how you have to do while you are transcribing. Okay, first you have transcribed, then you have divided into syllables. Okay, now a little, so now you have to read this, okay? Read this portion very detailed manner, and you can find bits of knowledges more which I have explained, and with the examples, different examples, your ideas, all your doubts will be cleared, okay? So that's what you have to practice further. Now comes the, yeah. So now degree of prominence. See, what do you mean by that? See, in a word, you can find that not only one syllable will be there, there will be more than one syllables. Okay, most of the words you can find that many of them. See, like yesterday we have seen an example like examination. Examination means 5 syllables are coming, and some are there that is the whole word will be carrying only that one syllable only. Okay, such words are also there. So monosyllabic, that is monosyllabic, disyllabic, likewise you can trisyllabic, that likewise you can call the syllables. Okay, then so in page number 24 you can find 2 syllable words, 3 syllable words, 4 syllable words, 5 syllable words, same. Then 6 syllable words, let's see, responsibility, responsibility, 6 are coming, isn't it? Because 6 vowels are coming there. See that underlined portion, you can find those are talking about the vowels. So according to the vowel you can cut. So as 6 vowels are coming, it's quite easy to make 6 syllables there. Then comes anthropology, anthropological. Okay, that's a word. So there are an, throw, ho, lo, g, kel. Okay, so that's very easy, very simple thing. Okay, so these are the syllables, the differences. So now let us see which are the factors responsible for the prominence. See, now while we are, so we have divided it to syllables, while we are pronouncing these things all together, okay, so many we have seen many multisyllabic words and all. So while we are pronouncing, certain syllables are given more prominence than the others. Okay, and some other syllables are also given prominence. So such prominent syllables may come while pronouncing. Okay, you'll be stressing there, you'll be just raising your voice there, or you'll be giving a little more bit of force there when you are pronouncing. Okay, on in a word itself, I'm talking about the syllables when you're dealing with. Okay, so let us see what are the factors responsible for the prominences. The first one, it's written in the page number 24. Okay, so never neglect it. You may get a question from there, that is the factors responsible for the prominence of syllables, or if it is been asked to write about the syllables. Okay, so there you have to put all these things together, okay, and write a essay. Now let's see, the factors responsible for prominence are, first one is loudness. Okay, the loudness means the, what do you mean by loudness? Loudness, to say in a louder way, that is the breath force used by a speaker, and the greater muscular energy involved is heard as greater loudness. Okay, or you can call it as stress. That is, you are giving more sound, more force to your breath and raising your sound there, loudness. Okay. Then next one is pitch. What do you mean pitch? Pitch and loudness is different, okay? Pitch is entirely different thing and loudness is entirely different thing. Pitch means you can raise and just see, raise this pitch, and you can, as you can raise the sound, you can raise the pitch and adjust the pitch as in the lower and higher or lower positions. Okay, so I'll make it clear. See, if you know, if you are a person who is a singer, or if you're a singer, or if you know music, or you can enjoy music, and will be easy for you to understand what a pitch is. So, see, actually, if I'll show you, I'll just give you the example by showing it. Okay, loudness. See, think about the loudness. I'm just raising the loudness. Okay, I'm talking about cat. Okay, cat, 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 cat. Okay, that is the loudness. Now let us see. So now let us see cat. Let me see there. In the first example, I have raised my sound and I have raised the pitch also. Now I'm concentrating on the loudness alone. Okay, cat, 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 cat. I'm in the same pitch, but I'm just raising my sound alone. Okay. Now let me raise my pitch and keep the sound loudness as itself. Okay. That is cat, 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 cat. Sound is equal. Cat, cat. And my low cat, cat. Okay, so that is the pitch. The second one which I have demonstrated is the pitch. The other one is loudness. Okay, so pitch, loudness, these two things are important in our pronunciation also while you're dealing with your syllables. Okay, and the third factor is that is the quality of a word. Okay, while you're pronouncing, some certain words have a quality of its own, and the fourth factor is the quantity or the length of the syllable. See, in some of the words we can see that there will be a lengthy syllable will be there. See, many, as I told you about the clustering of consonants, it makes the syllable lengthier one. Okay, so the lengthy syllables may come. So let us see. So these are the four factors. Now just read it. It's easy to understand. Now let us see the levels of stress. Okay. So here we can see the primary and secondary stresses. Primary or tonic stress, secondary or non-tonic or rhythmic. Okay. So what do you mean by primary? So we have seen the pitch, and also we have seen the loudness. Okay. So wherever we are giving a stress which is characterized by pitch movement, such is known as primary. Okay, so the primary syllables are those which are getting prominence with the pitch of the syllable pronunciation, pitch of the sound. Okay, then secondary or non-tonic or rhythmic, actually it's concerned about the loudness of the pronunciation of that particular sound of syllable. Okay, so here we can see two we have learned. One is primary or tonic, and second one is secondary or non-tonic. And another level which could be called is unstressed and be regarded as being the, say, unstressed, and that is, which are the unstressed. So let me tell you one thing. Let me put it together. See, in the case of syllables, now we know that we have divided the word into syllables. Now you know that how to divide and all. And we have talked about the prominence of syllables in a particular word. And we have seen that pitch are coming, loudness is coming, quality is coming, quantity is coming. Okay. So, and when we are, this is when the pitch is being raised in a particular syllable, when you're pronouncing a particular word, that particular syllable in a word is known as the primary. Okay, that's the primary syllable. Okay, then wherever you are raising in which syllable you are raising your sound, it is being called as secondary syllable. Okay, and all the other syllables are known as unstressed. And in another way, let us say that the whole syllables could be divided into two, that is stressed and unstressed. Okay, stressed and unstressed. And in the stressed, that is stress we are giving, in the stress it may come primary stress and secondary stress. Okay, and the primary stress means you are stressing it with your pitch, and the secondary stress means you are stressing it with your sound, that is, sorry, loudness. Then all the others which come, say only two will be there in a word, that is, one will be primary and one other will be secondary. And if you are looking at 3-syllabic, 4-syllabic or 5-syllabic or 6-syllabic words, there are the other syllables other than this primary and secondary, all others are being called as unstressed. Okay, so the prominent ones are the stressed one, and the non-prominent ones are the unstressed one. And in the prominent one, you can find the primary stress and the secondary stress. And the primary stress are concerned by on the pitch of the sound, and the secondary are concerned on the loudness of the sound. Hope it's clear now. Okay, so these are the stresses. And see, one more thing let me add. See, for the primary stress, you can put the stress on the upper portion as a bar, and for the secondary, it is the lower portion which you are doing the bar. Okay, and it comes in the chest before the syllable. Okay, before the syllable, you have to mark the syllabic bar. Okay, so now in page number 26, you can find that a very detailed examples are given for words of two syllables with words of two syllable of stress on the first syllable, stress on the second syllable. Then 3-syllabic words, you can find stress on the first syllable, second syllable stress. Then 3-syllabic primary stress. All these things you can find here. You go through all these things, so you will be more clear about what we have discussed now. Okay. Now another thing, let me tell you one thing about the functions of word stress in English. That is, we know as just look in page number 28, you can find many words there. And see the spelling of the words. See words with the spelling, not the transcribed portion. And then you can see the transcribed one on the other end. Okay, but you can find a little difference there. See, the stress is different when you're transcribing, but it is the same word. How it comes? It's because when the word is functioning as a noun, it has got a particular pronunciation, and when the same word with same spelling is been functioning as a verb, it has got a different pronunciation, especially in the stressing. Okay, stress is the importance. So the primary stress which we are giving for the noun, okay, noun word, and the primary stretch which you are giving for the verb word of the same spelling is different. So, and it's very simple just to understand that for all the noun forms we are giving stress for the first syllable. Okay, most of the noun words we have to stress in the first syllable, and when it comes to the verb form, see the same word spelling with the verb form, we are stressing on the next syllable. Okay, so that's the only difference. So here you can find many examples like absent. Absent, when it comes in the noun form or adjective form, noun or adjective, okay? Noun form or adjective form, it has been transcribed here absent. Here absent. Absent, a is stressing, so the syllable, so the phonetic symbol given is a for apple. Okay, if it is absent, then you are talking about the noun. When you're talking about the verb, you can say that he is absent. Absent, not absent. Absent is a noun. And another one is absent. So there we are not using a, because a for a you will be stressing that. So only the unstressed a is used, absent. Okay, then just take this next one, accent. Accent. Okay, if you're talking about the word accent as a noun, you have to say accent. Okay, accent of a word. And if it is called as, say, he has got a good, he is talking in a good accent. Okay, accent. Accent. It is accent, not accent. Then comes compound. Likewise, compound. That is, another one is compound. Okay, so it's quite interesting, isn't it? So far we were committing a lot of mistakes with all this ignorance with us. So we have to learn more and more and to correct our pronunciation first, because you are gonna become the masters of English, and people will be looking at you and listening to you. Or see, if you are becoming teachers, English teachers for them, it's very great responsibility which should be from your part. That is, will have to accept a good English with maximum with maximum decreasing our mistakes. So for that you should know all these things, and while you're learning, see, make it as a part of your language and use it. Okay, use it and drill it. Okay, now, so that's all. Then comes compound words. When it comes to compound words and noun phrase, see, in compound words, actually, it is blackbird. In page number 29, you can see that blackbird. And when it is noun phrase for both black and bird, for both bird, you have to stress, because it's two noun phrases, two words are in two words. It's there. These are two different words. So, blackbird. You have to use it as blackbird. And In my textbook, there is the stress for bird is not there. You have to put a stress there, okay? Then comes copper plate. If it is copper plate, then it's a compound word. If it is copper plate, then it is a noun phrase. Okay, so that also you have to take care. Now comes stress and rhythm in connected speech. So, so far we were talking about words. Okay, so first we learned about the single phonemes, that is just an utterance. Then we came into syllable, and we have seen how syllable is being pronounced and all. Then now we have seen the whole word, okay, in a single word, how you can put together these phonemes and syllables, and how you have to deal with all these things. Okay, so we are just learning from the simple and catching and coming to the higher levels of learning English. Okay, now that we are switching on to the connected speech. Connected speech means we'll be grouping the words, and as in the speech we are using the words together, and there how you have to pronounce or use the words in a connected speech. Okay, so here comes the stress which you have to give to a word. And so far we were talking about syllables. Now you have to look for the words and the total rhythm of the sentence which you are uttering, or the sentence which you are speaking, the connected speeches. Okay, let us see. So as we have seen, it's quite simple. Okay, it's very easy. Then influence of stress on rhythm in English. Okay, so just know what a rhythm is. Rhythm is the regular periodic recurrence of certain patterns of color, design, or sound. Okay, very simple. Very good explanation is given here. See, rhythm is in a painting or in an embroidery would refer to the even spacing or distribution of color and design. Okay, so if it is a painting which you are talking about, if the painting also has got a rhythm for it. So the spacing, the real positioning and spacing of the color, okay, and the design, and its distribution and spacing and distancing of the design, it shows the rhythm of that design, which will give us a good feel. Okay, and if you are talking about music, see, rhythm of the music, you know that is there will be a rhythm. Yes, in Malayalam we can say talam. Okay, a rhythm is there. Ting, 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 or ting, 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 ting. Okay, likewise rhythm. That is the rhythm. See, and not only in music, actually so that's the correct spacing which we are giving for the sounds. Okay, we are giving equal spacing. So in a single sentence or in a single thing which we are doing, there should be equal spacing, which gives us a good feel when a person listen to it. Okay, and it will be more communicable. Okay, so let us see. uh, Rhythm, that's the rhythm. So let us see that influence of stress and rhythm in English. So just see example in page number 33. That is, I want to go to Delhi tomorrow. I want to go to Delhi tomorrow. So if I'm talking like this, I want to go to Delhi tomorrow, it's not a good way. Okay, but I'm saying like, I want to go to Delhi tomorrow. I want to go to Delhi tomorrow. It's a rhythm is there because I have divided it to rhythm. Then next one, tell him to go to the market. Tell him to go to the market. It has got a rhythm. Okay. I want you to stand there and hold it for me. I want you to stand there and hold it for me. See, if it's lengthier, then you can split it in a, in a lengthier way. Okay, so that's the rhythm. Okay, that equal spacing which you are giving for the group of words in a sentence or in a speech. Okay, so it's easy. Now you can just see the things. The examples are given in very detailed way. See, very interesting also. Say we don't have enough time to stick on all these things. So say even though we don't have time, say even though this is a contact class, I'm spending more time on each and everything because most of the students are complaining that they have got a good they have got a confusion in all these things and they want to clear it off. So that's why I'm sticking on each and everything here. I'm not going in a faster manner. So please, so see, we can't give it more than this, okay? So you have to do your own job by practicing and reading the things in a detailed manner. So don't ignore any page of this particular book. So try to read it. Okay. Now let's see the another thing which we have to know is the weak forms in English. Okay, so it's very easy. So in English we can find that, see, as we were talking about the whole language while we are talking, see, there'll be some weak forms in English which you have to know. And see, you don't have to give more prominence for those words and give more time to, no need of spending more time to pronounce that particular word like weak sounds or weak forms of the language. So we can find that most of the grammatical words which come across in the speech are called as the weak forms, and the content words which you can find like noun, adjectives, and pronouns, noun, adjectives, adverbs, and all comes in the content words, and such verb, okay, such words have to be pronounced in a good manner so that the other person could understand, and the grammatical usages which comes in between, that could be pronounced in a weak way so that it can be conveyed that to the person that which time and all it has been talked, but the prominence should be given for the content. Okay, so let's see which are the weak forms which you can just see in a weak way in a sentence, and this will add your good pronunciation. Okay, see, weak forms. Articles always you have to just see it in a vague way like see, most of the students or most of the people I have seen that they use as a man, a boy. There is a boy. See, no need of telling like that. It's enough that you use like there's a boy. There's a boy. I'm using a. And even when I'm talking in a speed manner, there's a boy. There's there is a. All the three I'm just talking in a way like there's a boy. Okay, there is a boy is not being told. And also there is a boy is not needed. It's needed. It's only enough that there's a boy. There's a boy. A boy. Not is a. A. It's a boy. A book. Okay. Then an. Then the, okay. Then there's another confusion for most of us that whether it is the or the. See, when it comes before a vowel, you can pronounce it as the, and when it comes in the before a consonant sound, now you know what a consonant sound and vowel sound is. Okay, so whenever you are finding the word the before a vowel sound, then you have to use it as the. It is not the, as we know that it is the. Okay, the. And whenever the comes before a consonant sound, then you can use the. Okay, okay, the boy. Okay, the apple, the ice cream. Okay, the boy, the house, Okay, is it clear? So all these are weak forms. Okay, so no need of giving more prominence while you're talking in the sentence. Then comes the pronouns. Okay, okay. In the case of pronouns, here we can find that pronouns are also categorized as weak forms. So while you're using like he, her, his, him, me, she, but, them, us, we are, you, all these things you can just like he, his, see, he is, you notice his, okay, then his, then hers. Likewise, it is being used. Then comes determiners, and which are the determiners? You know that. So here, her, determiner possessive, then her face, his, some. I want some book. I want some book. Some. It is not some. It is I want some book. Some. Okay. Then comes verbs. I told you verbs should be pronounced. Then verbs like not the verb form, that is verb, weak forms of verb. No, not the content verb. Okay. Like am. I am is not needed am. Okay. Then are. They are going is not they are. They are. Okay. Why are you late? No need of telling like why are you late? Why are you? See, I'm just gliding it. Okay. Why are you late? Late is important there. Why are you late? So I'm telling the late in a proper way. Why are you late? Why are you late? Okay. Then comes dawn. Likewise, just go through these things. Many are there. Just go through the verbs, verb forms. Many are there. There's content forms which comes. The grammatical forms of verb are there. Many. Then comes prepositions. Okay. Then like at you have no to write same. It's that is he is standing at the gate. See where is the at? He is standing at the gate. So you can say he's standing at the gate. Where I have to at at the okay. So that's the way how you have can pronounce it. Okay. So likewise, many are there. You can just drill it and understand how the things could be done. Okay. Then comes the contracted form. See, contracted form, you know it right from your small earlier classes, but like not is being called as nt, like could not is couldn't, should not is shouldn't, will not is won't, then shall not is shan't, then likewise we know that. Okay, and more than this we'll see some more examples like he is his, then they are is their, then we have is wave, we have it means we have it. Okay, then John is means John's going there. It's not John's book preposition, but if in that construction you can understand that it is John is. Okay, John's going there. It never it sounds like possessive s, but it is a actually it is not. It is the ease which you are pronouncing there. Okay, so while using the whole sentence, by structuring, you can that person could understand that it is John is. Okay. Then he'll, that you know, he will is be he'll. Then they would means they'd. Okay, so that's the way. Then doesn't, you know, doesn't, shan't. Okay, then haven't, then couldn't. That we know that. Okay. Now let us see use of strong forms of grammatical words. That is, we know that is strong forms, grammar, content, words you can use. Okay. So by this we have finished the whole that is this lesson. Now let us switch on to the next lesson. The intonation. So what do you mean by intonation? Intonation means it's quite very now it's becoming more easier and more interesting, isn't it? So now we have learned word sound, we have learned, then syllables we learned, words we learned, then I have dealt with words, how you have to put the words in a sentence. Now you are gonna deal with the speech, the whole speech, that is the intonation. It's nothing but the tone which you are using while you are talking. Okay, what do you mean by a tone? Tone means actually you may feel that, yeah, is there a tone for talking? Yeah, and should be there a tone? Obviously, there should be a tone for talking. Why? Because see, it's a tone which makes the clear about the temperament of a person who is talking, about the intention of a person who is talking, and also what actually the person who is talking is meaning it. Okay, so see, I'll give an example. See, suppose I'm just taking a class inside a classroom, and see, I have already started my class, and one guy is coming very late, and see, I feel so weird to accept him because he is just disturbing my class, and I'm just concentrating on some grammar classes, and see, I'm teaching the students in a particular by creating a particular atmosphere and all, and this guy is coming in between, so I'll be a little bit see, confused and disturbed. So I'm just telling, see, he comes and talks, tells, may I getting man. Okay, so what will I say? Well, what will I ask him? Why are you late? 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 See, likewise, I can use many hundreds of tone according to my mood. Okay, and my tone of the same sentence, he gives an impression to the students who are listening to me, or the listeners who are listening, that what temperament or how I'm taking that particular incident. Okay, or in which opinion I'm in. Okay, so that's a great communicative thing. That's a very big communicative thing. See, in communication, actually, what the thing is that you are putting some idea to other person, isn't it? Actually, what's communication? See, we need to convey something which we are in need of, and we are communicating it to the other person. And actually, the result should be got to that person in a right way. Unless and until we are not giving it in a right way, see, that person will catch in another way. So confusion will be there. The result which you are getting will be totally different. So all these things will give great confusion. See, as we are living in a society, we might have to convey a lot of things to other people and make things to do. See, many of people who are leaders of a group or something, who are leading some job and all, they have to guide a lot of people under them. So in that they have to use their language and make them to do the things, isn't it? So, and also if teachers, they have to convince the students, they have to persuade them to learn, many they have to motivate them, they have to warn them. All these things are coming in between. So language is the only technique which is there with us. It is the only technique through which we can do the things, but it's a wonderful technique. Okay, it's a so wonderful technique that it has got all the parameters of of meeting our need, meeting the need of a social human being. So actually, always I think that the meaning is being conveyed mostly through the intonation. So intonation is a very, very important thing. See, we'll tell that, see, a person should be conveyed, the serious things which we are talking should be conveyed to a face, with a face-to-face interaction, than we are using a telephone or in a written form and all. Why it is being told? Because the temperament or the intention of a person could be understood through his gestures, through his facial expression, through his eyebrows, and through his smiling face, lips, and all. See how his facial muscles are being. All these things are giving a good idea about, see, what that person is all about, talking all about, and what he is actually conveying. Is it in a good manner, or is he a cunning person, or is he really a good person whom I could I could depend upon? See, such all these questions will be there for a stranger when he's talking to a person. So first, in order to meet all these things, all these needs, it is well and good if you are facing the person and talking, because your gestures and your expressions will contribute a lot of what you are talking. And along with that, see, intonation is very important. Intonation is also doing a very big contribution to your communication. And even if it is in through the telephone, so you can be so polite through the telephone and convey the person if you are good in fixing a better or best intonation. Okay, so if you can't do it by a face-to-face interaction, then even if through a telephonic conversation, you can do it by fixing a good intonation. So I think now you have got a good idea about intonation, that is the tone in which we are talking, and it's quite interesting. And in this also we have got 4 categorization of intonation which you can find, and there before, so here everything is given in a very detailed manner. Just read it out. Okay. Then so before going that, say always we are finding, we are learning the simplest unit. Okay, the simplest sound unit we have found, that is phoneme. Then the simplest word, that is syllable. The simplest of word sentence. Now the simplest of the tone. Okay, this it is the, that is next to syllable. You can find that in a sentence. The tone unit is a simplest unit. Next unit is tone unit. That is the, you can find that it is greater in size than a syllabic sound, but it is the simplest in the whole sentence. It is a stretch of speech over which one pattern of pitch variations extend. Okay, then actually a tone unit may vary. It could vary from one syllable utterance to many syllable utterances. Okay, so it is simple. Just it's a tone, that is in which we are fixing a pattern of pitch. Okay. Now that you can see that grammatical considerations which punctuations. Okay, so I have told you that tone, and you will be, there is commas, semicolon, slashes, so punctuations are coming, so that where you have to drop your tone, that is yeah, tone, and how, where you have to pick it again. So that likewise by considering the punctuations and all, it is being given here. So please read it. It's simple, very simple. Okay, then non-grammatical also coming. Then yeah, neutral, marked. Then see, 2 tonic syllables are there. That is in neutral utterances which are either isolated and have no previous reference, or in which no contrast or emphasis is needed. The nucleus or tonic syllable is generally the last important word or content words in the tonic tone unit. Okay, so that is a neutral, that is there is no stress or no emphasis is being given. But in a marked one, you can find that emphasis is being given in that particular tone unit. Also, such one is known as marked. Okay, the other one is known as, tone unit is known as neutral. So the stressed or the emphasized unit is known as the marked tone unit, and the neutral one, that is the which we are not emphasizing or which we are not giving more stress, is known as the neutral unit. Okay, now nuclear tone. Yeah. So the tone syllable or the nucleus of an utterance that consists of one tone group stands out or is the most prominent in the utterance is known as nuclear tone. Okay, the one tone unit which stands out, which is outstanding in the sentence or which is prominent, most prominently uttered, is known as the nuclear tone. Okay, don't forget it, it's the nuclear tone. Now let's see the divisions. As I told you, categorizations that is coming in this. It is falling tone, rising tone, then comes falling rising tone, rising falling tone. Very simple. See, just see your page number 53. There you can find some markings are given, isn't it? You can find some markings, dash, dash, dash markings there. Okay. Then next one is marking towards one. First one is starting from the down and it is being raised to up, isn't it? The next marking you can find that it is starting from the up and it is being marked towards down. You can find it, isn't it? Next you can find that, see, it is being started as a curving like this and then it is carried and it is raised. Okay. Then other one, the tongue is being raised and then fallen. Okay. Other one is raised and fallen and then raised. Okay. So here these are the four things. Okay. That is the name. From the name itself it is very clear, very simple. That is falling tone. Then comes rising tone. Okay. Then another one is falling, rising tone. Then comes rising, falling tone. Okay, very simple. So what is a falling tone? See, falling tone, nothing. You'll be starting from a high pitch. Okay, the pitch of the voice falls from a high to a low. Okay, it starts from a higher pitch and then ends in a lower pitch. That is known as falling tone. So in order to pronounce a falling tone, in order to utter a falling tone, you have to first raise your voice into a pitch. Raise your sound into a pitch higher. Okay. Then from there you have to just glide it down. Okay. So that is a falling tone. Then comes rising tone. From the lower thing you are rising it up. Okay. So then like for example, let's look at the examples like yeah, that is excuse me, that is excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, that is rising. Excuse me, sir. Okay. Excuse me is a falling. Excuse me, sir. Okay. Both are giving you different meaning, isn't it? Okay. Then, do you know it? Okay. Do you know it? So for question, always it is rising tone. Do you know it? Do you know the answer? Can you give me a pen? Okay. Can you shut that door? Okay. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? It's coming up, rising tone. So always the question sentence will be in a rising tone. Okay. Can you say it? Is there a? Likewise, if it is a question, you will be rising. Okay. Then falling. How will be the falling? Same. I have done it. I have done it. Okay. So a little annoying one, isn't it? Yeah. Next one is falling, rising tone. Okay, so here the pitch of the voice falls from a high, then mid to mid, then low to high. Okay, so falling, then rising. So from a height, first it is falling, then from the mid to mid, then it rises up. Okay, so that is a falling, rising tone. Okay, is it clear for you? So falling means first the pitch will be of the voice is been falling down. Okay, so for that you have to raise your voice. Raise your voice first. You have to step up your pitch. Okay, then from there you have to fall it down, then raise. Okay, so that is a voice. From the height, you can just fall it down, then you can raise it up. Okay, so that is the falling, raising tone. So you have to take care of the pitch there. Pitch is the most important thing which is taking part in all this intonation. Okay, then comes rising, falling tone. Rising means from low you are rising up. Low you are rising up. Okay, then from there, from the up you are just sustaining, then you are falling down. Okay, so that is the raising, falling tone. So first you are raising up by increasing your pitch, then sustaining and then falling down. Okay, so let us see here in page number 53, 53. You can find as I have told earlier, you can find the markings there and some examples are given in here. That is that the one you want? Is that the one you want? That is the raising. Is that the one you want? Okay, raising. Is that the one you want? I have told you whenever questions are being asked there, you can find that the question is being raised. The voice of the question is being raised up. Okay, so that is how it is being done. Then another, that's the one I want. Okay, that's the one I want. That's the one I want. Okay, so there I am starting from the low. Here we are talking about the rising sound. Okay, so here I am starting from the low and I am rising it. That's the one I want. Okay, now if I am just trying to lower it down, the pitch of the syllable, which I am just making to fall it down from a higher thing, that is a falling thing which I am doing, that's the one I want. Okay, that I can see that, yeah, that's the one I want. 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 Okay, that's the one I want. That's the one I want. So difference is that, see, that's the one I want is different. It's the, okay, that's the one I want. You are stressing on it and you're commanding it and you're asking it in a little more you can see that there is no politeness or respect there. Okay, then next one you can find that is falling and then rising. Okay, falling, rising tone. That is, I didn't ask you for that. I didn't ask you for that. I didn't ask you for that. Okay. I didn't ask you for that. Okay. I didn't ask you for that. I didn't ask you for that. So likewise it is coming as a you. Okay. First I started from a high pitch. Okay. I didn't ask you for that. Then again I am rising. I didn't ask you for that. That is a falling alone. I didn't ask you for that. In the end, I am again rising it up. Then it means that it is a falling and rising tone. Okay. Then next one is rising and falling. Okay. So there you can see that again the example. I didn't ask you for that. Like first you are rising and then falling. Like I didn't ask you for that. I didn't ask you for that. I didn't ask you for that. Okay. I didn't ask you for that. I didn't ask you for that. Not that, okay? I didn't ask you for that. I didn't ask you for that. I didn't ask you for that. Okay. So that's entirely different way of communicating. So here we have found 4 way of tone, that is rising, falling, rising and falling, falling and rising. Okay. And I have just demonstrated the sounds here, and it's quite easy to understand actually, but you have to practice it and see. While writing the exam, you can't see the example, check out the things from the examination hall and write the examples over there. So just try to check the examples, the situations, which there are sentences which are apt for the situations, and learn it, take examples, and you may refer it more and learn it more about intonation. As I told you, intonation is very, very important in a communication, okay, especially in the speech form. And so while you're speaking, intonation makes a lot. And it is through the intonation that a person is setting the intention, and a person could be able to convey the thing in a complete manner. Okay, so that's the not for that. So intonation is used for the completion of our intention or completion of our language communication. So that's very important portion. Then let's see, the function of intonation is also given there in your textbook, that is, or not your study material. Just see the page number 54. There you can find. See, we are about to finish the text. Let's see this portion now. Okay. So let's go through this also. That is a grammatical function. Okay. So here the first one, you can see that it helps to distinguish a statement from a question when 2 sentences are grammatically identical. Okay, so see, as I told you, when 2 sentences are grammatically identical, as I told you, that is the structure. We know that what a grammar is, we have learned it. The structure of the sentence will be same. The arrangement of the words will be same. But see, we have to distinguish the statement. So in such cases, you can use the intonation. So in such cases, the function of intonation has getting the prominence over there. Okay. And the example is given here, like first one, A. He came here yesterday. It's a statement. He came here yesterday. And if you want to make it a question, what are you going to do? See, he came here yesterday is a statement. He came here yesterday. He came here yesterday. Isn't it? He came here yesterday. I'm rising the tone and making it a question. He came here yesterday is a statement. See, if I'm telling he came here yesterday, it's a statement for he came here yesterday. Usually our teacher is asking something for something. Okay. So the entire meaning is different. So you are up to answer it. For the first one, you are not up to answer. You can just understand, yeah, it's a statement. So that's the function. Okay, here, so the first function is that if whenever a statement is there which has got which are identically the sentence which is grammatically identical, structurally identical, but you have to distinguish it between so then the job is done by the intonation. Okay, by fixing the correct intonation. Then second one, what is it? That is, intonation helps the speaker to divide longer utterances into smaller grammatical relevant groups. That's a great thing. See, there'll be a lengthy one and you can't go on talking like that. So it helps you to divide the longer utterances into smaller grammatical, that is the thing, grammatically relevant groups or tone units. So I have told you what a tone unit is. Tone unit is the simplest form of an intonation. Okay, and by using this tone units, okay, you can just divide the longer utterances and use the make your speech more conveying one. Okay, and so a simple sentence could form one tone unit. For example, see, I would like to have some water. I'm very thirsty. So this is a lengthier one. So I can find say it like here a single tone unit could be used. That is, I would like to have some water. I'm very thirsty. Okay. In a complex sentence like see, I would like to have some water. I'm so thirsty. Okay. Then in complex sentence, in summer, when the electric supply fails, so yeah, in the summer, when the electric supply fails, most people use emergency lamps. This is the way how I can divide the tone. Okay. Then third function is that the tone unit boundaries, you can see that is the end boundaries, can indicate grammatical structure to the listener. Okay, so the students who passed the exam were jubilant. Okay, the students who passed the exam were jubilant. So actually it's different. See, by making the boundaries different, I have made different that is meaning. See, let's see. That is, the students who passed the exam were jubilant. The students who passed the exam were jubilant. Means the students are important there. Okay, so that is the thing. So likewise, we can just divide the things accordingly and convey the sentence in a more meaningful way. So it's all about the usage. So that's the effect lies in the brilliance of the speaker in using this intonation. Okay, so the usage of intonation, actually it's a skill, and this skill should be polished by a speaker in order to use the language in a perfect manner. Okay, then comes accent. So what do you mean by accent? Okay, the accental formation of intonation enables a speaker to focus the listener's attention. Okay, so why accent is used? It is very important to focus the listener's attention on the aspect of the message that are most important. So with the accent, see, with the accent, actually you are stressing and making prominence for a part of your speech which should be conveyed with importance to the person. Okay, for example, I can help you. Can you help me solve this puzzle? Which one? The second one. Certainly, that's not difficult to do. Okay, so let's see. That is most of the things. See, emphasizing is needed. Okay, for emphasizes that puzzle. Okay, the puzzle or the book. See, if I'm telling you, say you have to learn your MEG in a very good manner. Say you have to practice it so that you could write for your examination. Okay, so the examination is very important. Prepare well. So, see, likewise, my accent, I am just modulating my accent on intonation, and I'll be modulated in order to make it. See, through my intonation itself, I am giving prominence for something. Okay, so it is doing a very good job to convey the things, to make the things, that is to make the things understand by the listener in a proper way, in a correct and proper way. That's the function. See, that's why we are dealing with all these things. The only function is that the listener should get the thing in a proper and correct manner. Okay, so all which we are learning is all for this purpose. Okay. Now you can see that attitudinal function, that is through the intonation we can find the attitude of a person, as I have told you earlier. That is whether that person is up to do that. Yeah, I will do it. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I will do it. See, both are different. The three one which I told. The first one, yeah, I'll do it. See, he don't have any intention to do that, and he has lot. His attitude is very, very, very low. Okay, then yeah, I will do it. Means he has got some doubts or some he's not confident enough. Okay, then yeah, I'll do it. Means yeah, that's a guy whom you can assign the things. See, because he can do it, he's confident in it. So by the reply, you can know that which is the person, the right person whom you can assign the things, or who is confident, who is doubtful, or who is not confident, or who is not having any attitude or thinking about him, or he who is not at all going to do that. Okay, so such people could be categorized by listening to the tone of that person. Okay, now so attitude of a speaker could be understood through this that is for tone. Okay, then comes uses of tone. As I have told, many uses we have discussed here throughout this. Okay, then for the writing sake, see, you have to incorporate many points and make a good essay while writing. So for the sake of that, you have to read the study material. Okay, so here in the page number 56, you can see the uses of tones. Their falling tone uses the statement, commands, invitations, exclamation, WH questions, tag questions. See, all these are the that is uses of falling tone. Okay, now I told you, you have to remember the examples, at least 2 examples you have to remember for each use. Okay, for statement, command, then invitation, exclamation, WH questions. Okay, the questions that then tag questions. You can use falling tone. Okay. Where has he gone? That is, where has he gone? The falling tone, WH. Okay, always the WH word will be stressing and will be coming down. The fall of the tone can be seen there. Okay, in the questions. Then comes rising tone. Okay, in rising tone, the uses are given here like yes or no questions, then alternative questions. Then just see the examples, then you can find which are the questions type below. Then the falling tone and the falling rising tone can also use for enumeration. For examples like 14, enumeration means numbering. That is, for example, falling tone, then falling rising tone, like 13, 14. Okay, then that is numbering. Then request, non-terminal tone unit, then terminal tone unit. Non-terminal means which is not ending. Okay, then non-polarity type or WH questions expressing politeness, yeah, friendliness, personal interest, So all these things comes under rising tone. Okay. And repetition question, which repeats some else questions or wants them to repeat some information. Say repeated questions. Okay. Then commands intended to sound like a request. Okay. If you want to command but intended to sound like a request, actually it is a commanding. Then statement intended to be question. So examples we just see, go through it. It's quite simple. By just reading out itself, you can understand the things in a proper way. Okay, then comes the falling, rising tone. Okay, we have discussed all these things. Then we are just going through the uses. Okay, then there one which picks out part of the foregoing context. Okay, I thought you both spoke French. See, that is then my brother does. Did you like the shapes and colors in this painting? Well, the colors are all right. See, falling, rising. Okay, falling, right. Well, the colors are all right. Okay, likewise, then statement which shows partial agreement, a partial agreement, then you are not agreeing completely, and a kind of reservation on the part of the speaker. The speaker is not in a mood to completely convince or completely is in a reserved manner. Then you can use this falling, rising tone. See the examples. Then statement intended to be a warning. Okay, warning, reproach, or to express concern. If you want to express concern and warning, you can use the falling, rising tone. Then statement intended to be a correction of the information received. Okay, correction. Then non-terminal tone group. Imperative. You know what is an imperative is? That is command. Don't be, that is you are commanding, requesting and all. Okay, then comes rising, falling tone, and there again you have got statements showing enthusiastic agreement. Yeah, you are agree and you are in an enthusiastic way. Then you can use the rising, falling tone. Okay, like rising. Don't you like this color? Okay, that is an enthusiastic manner which I am talking. That is rising and falling. Don't you like this color? Okay, that's explanations, expressing sarcasm, irony. Okay, good morning. Good morning. That's ironic. Yeah, good morning. If you are telling good morning, good morning. That's an ironic one. Okay. Then questions showing suspicion, indication, yeah, indignation, incredulity or mockery. Okay. Suspicious things or mocking things like what has been up to, like you are rising and falling. What has been up to? Okay. What has been up to? You are in a suspicion there. Okay, so these are the things which we have to learn in this textbook, all about the intonation we have found. Then see, right from the beginning we have seen the pronunciation, the pronunciation of vowel sounds, how the sounds are being pronounced, and it's a part of articulation, the way of pronunciation and the position in the cardinal vowel system, and which shows the position where the articulation is happening inside our mouth. And we have seen different vowel sounds, the diphthongs, and that is pure vowels. Monophthongs means pure vowels again. Then diphthongs means gliding vowels, and we have seen all these things under the RP. Then we have switched on to the syllables, then different how to break into syllables, then different types of syllables like stressed and unstressed, and in stressed you can find that primary and secondary syllables, then barrings which you are giving, then comes rhythm and stress and intonation. All these things we have seen, and I think we have completed it in a good manner, and we have done a justice of the topic. Okay, so that's all for today's session, and hope it was easily understandable. So what you have to do is that, see, as I was keeping on telling, see, after the session, don't keep these things aside. Please do read and prepare for your examination in a good manner. Okay, and go through the study material and recollect what all things we have discussed in the session, and do the exam in a serious manner, attend in a serious manner. And see, always I used to tell in all my sessions that, and also whenever we meet, I used to tell that without a good marks in your PG, you are not you see, you are not gonna get good to gonna get to exploit your good opportunities, because the PG marks are always being counted. The weightage is there for PG marks, so it's very important. And also, if you wanna write your in UGC NET exam or set exams and all, see, you have to at least have 50 percentage of marks. So don't set with 50 percentage, because as I told you, in every competitive sectors like interviews and all, there's a weightage for PG marks. So please don't neglect your studies. Do it in a serious manner, and it's quite easy. See, for IGNO, you have got a good study material for everything. So it's very good materials. And see, I assure you that if you are learning it in a good with a good approach, see, you can very confidently attend any exams or any interviews. Okay, so I assure you that, but you have to do some justice on these things into towards your studies. Okay, so now it's time for doubt clearance. If there is any doubt, see, you can clear, please. Okay, let me first stop my recording. Then afterwards, we'll just clear our doubts. Okay, it's an interactive session after this. Okay.